The house that I had was given to me by a former pastor son. She called me. She said, I'm getting this shit off me today, baby. She called me. She said, well, my son got a house. My son got a house, and him and his wife can't take care of. They both work 12-hour shifts, blah blah blah, and they keep breaking in the house. So God told me, to donate the house. And I thought about everybody else, and I didn't want to give it to you, but God kept saying you. God kept saying you. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you this house. At the time, I was homeless. Now, prior to that, she was my former pastor. At that time, she gave me the house. Prior to that, I had spent 3 years in ministry up under her. And that was my testimony. Ever since I was 18? Yeah, 18. And I was in a shelter that used to be on Connors right across the street from the airport. It's gone now. It used to be a big church, big school. And it was in the back of where the nuns, the women's shelter was in the back where the nuns would be. And, me, ignorant as hell, because I'm not perfect. I'm hanging out. You ain't supposed to be smoking in the building. I'm hanging outside the window, full moon, with a blunt, where the nuns used to live, talking to God, saying, God, I got 2 kids. If you help me make it to where, God, I can have a house in a decent neighborhood and I can raise my kids and I ain't got to be up in no man's face. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be up in no man's face. Thank you, Mayette. Yes, I am following the divine. Hanging out the window. Week later, my worker called. She said, Miss Floyd, give me a copy of your kid's social security card, blah, 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 whatever. Long story short, I had Section 8. Bam. God answered that prayer. Now, want to tell this testimony. You can't tell that testimony because you were smoking weed, and people would think that if you smoking weed and talking to God, that God will listen to you. Well, that's exactly what the fuck he did. Because even in my ignorance, his grace is sufficient. Now, I went around for 10 whole years telling everybody, God said he gonna give me a house. God said he gonna give me a house. Because in that moment of me hanging out that window smoking that blunt, and I said that prayer, that's when the Lord whispered, I'm gonna give you a house, right? 10 years I went. I got witnesses, y'all. 10 years I went telling everybody, God said he gonna give me a house. God said he gonna give me a house. God said, everybody laughed at me, including this pastor. God ain't gonna give you no house, this and that, whatever. Oh, this economy, blah, 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 whatever. Fast forward, he used her to fulfill the prophecy that he had spoken to me. This is where shit gets deep. On one of my nights hanging with one of my old best friends or whatever, Pete Lewis, he's a witness. We got drunk and shit hanging, got to his house, fell asleep in the bed, blah, blah, blah. She called me the next morning. He's my witness now. She said, oh, I was just calling to make sure you knew that God didn't tell me to give you that house because of nothing you did. I don't want you to get the big head because it wasn't nothing that you did, but I gave you that house because your sister has a better relationship with God. I ain't lying, y'all. I am not fucking lying. I'm not making this shit up. You see what I'm saying? So, Holy Spirit, grab my mouth, shut your ass up, don't you say nothing but amen. That's all I can say was amen. Once again, Pete Lewis is my witness. He gets up like, that's a church lady? I just shook my head and motioned for, don't say nothing. She said, okay. I said, amen. She said, okay, I just want you to know that you didn't get the house from you. I don't want you to get the big head, and you know how you do, get to telling your testimony and this and that or whatever. I said, okay. A lot of people don't know this shit, because guess what I did? I didn't say nothing. That's a woman of God in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was just happy that God fulfilled the prophecy. Hell, all of that other shit, you know what I'm saying? But God was showing me. He was showing me something. He was showing me, do you know who you is? Do you know who you is? So, now, When I left the church, I did all the proper protocols. Wrote my letter, oh, the Lord is, my time is up, all of that shit. I still was dogged. In fact, my sisters, who still sit up under her, one of them, would come and tell me the shit that she would say. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the part that I want the 144,000. I want you to understand. This is how the shit that you would do, that would happen to you, so that you would recognize you are chosen. I didn't say shit. It's been years. I'm telling y'all, all of this shit that I'm telling y'all now is old. I'm getting this shit up and out of me, because I don't want to deal with it no more. I don't want to have to keep telling this motherfucking story. So I'm going to tell this story, burn this motherfucking bridge if I have to, and I'm going to move on with my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm unpacking this shit. So this is years ago. I'm not discrediting that woman now. She has had her time to change or whatever. That's between her and God. I didn't want on with my life. I'm telling you my story and what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So that the ones that I'm telling it to can identify and say, damn. You know what I'm saying? If that exactly didn't happen to you, you know what I'm saying? You still can identify. A few of her friends that were pastors, like, they gonna run your ass up out of this church. I used to be like, why? You know what I'm saying? My spiritual mother told me, baby, I want you to understand something. When you go up in these churches, everybody don't know God like you know God. And I was just as wet behind my ears, naive. Oh, if they love the Lord, I love the Lord. No, he sent me up through there to see some shit. You know what I'm saying? To get me from being naive. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew that it was be a time that I would not no longer crave the milk. Meat and bones, baby. Meat and bones. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to go through this shit. This is why I don't have no animosity. I even told my kid's father, I still, you know, with him keeping my daughters and my kids away from me, lying to them, with all the shit that he's done to me, I still text him happy birthday. I still text him happy Father's Day. I still congratulate him, even though, you know what I'm saying, you kept them from me. Thank you for taking care of our daughters. You know what I'm saying? I still do. Because I could never be just bitter, like, oh my God. Yeah, I know why. I know who the fuck I am. I had to go through that shit to know who I was. So I can't be mad at them, because that's cursing my own path. You know what I'm saying? I picked this path to come in this earth plane to overturn some shit. And that's what Jesus said. I ain't come to bring shit to God. I come to, because shit can't get healed when it's swept up under the rug, not talked about. No. All this time I'm doing this shadow work and healing. God is like, yeah, now, you know you're going to have to step out in the light and tell this shit. But how they going to feel? How they going to look? I don't want people to look at them wrong. This is old shit, y'all. I'm just unpacking it. You know what I'm saying? And don't judge these people. It ain't our job to judge. I'm telling this story so people can identify somebody that's going through. You know what I'm saying? I pray for a lot of women through Facebook. Just because I don't post my prayers and shit like that like I used to or whatever, I'm still in contact with many of them. Most of them I haven't even met. But they seek me because I walk in truth. This is why I'm telling the truth. Well, I'm saying all of this shit as my testimonies to say, when you chosen and you know who you are, you have a stance. And the people around you will do shit to you purposely. And then you will, if not seek the healing, some get debilitated. Some don't never, you know what I'm saying, speak up for themselves, or, you know what I'm saying, they just take, oh, this is my family, this is what I was supposed to go through, and they continue to go on about their business. No. My ancestors knew that I would be the big motherfucking mouth, the lion, to roar when the fuck I needed to roar. It's been hell keeping this roar in my belly. Keeping it. Don't want the people to look, you know, a certain way. Don't want people to judge them. Don't want people to misinterpret my story. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to be looked at as I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck about none of that now. I've been to the psych ward. A lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I suppress whole shit in. Try to, you know, for the good, greater good, for the peace. And yet I'm tormented. Because I won't tell my story because of the next motherfucker. I can't do that no more. So, now, told you about my older brother. He ain't changed his life. Told you about my other brother. He don't give a fuck. And sometimes, I never wanted to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't judge them. You know what I'm saying? I look at my brothers or my sisters or whoever I come across, and whenever I feel like I have a need to judge them or point out something to them, I use this technique called the mirror. I learned this when I was 18 years old. It's called the mirror. Wherever the fuck you looking at somebody else judging them, ooh, look at that girl with them shorts on. Or, ooh, look at that guy. He talk too much. Oh, he's a narcissist or whatever. Chances are, it's some shit in you. You can't see it in you when you look in the mirror because we like to lie to ourselves. And that's why I adopted that technique, because I knew, like, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? To be judging somebody, and you probably did the same thing. And if you haven't, keep living, you might. You know what I'm saying? So I went through a lot of shit, because I remember saying, oh, I would never sleep with somebody's husband. I would never. Ooh, people who do that shit. I said I ain't perfect. I'm not. I'm not going to even fucking sit here and try to lie to y'all. But I'm healing, I'm dealing, and I'm healing. That's the fuck I'm doing. Now, my older sister, I love her dearly. She called me one day. She said, Renee, I need to get my hair done because I'm going out of town. I said, okay, you know what I'm saying? My family, this is how much I love my family. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. You need to come. You know what I'm saying? You got shit. Okay, top priority. That's me. I don't look for everybody to do that. That's me. So I said, okay. And once again, I have witnesses. My ex-husband and his friend, two of his friends was over. They were sitting in the front room. Now, this is after my house caught on fire. So the top half of my house was, messed up or whatever, but I was still able to live at the bottom part for a amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, my sister came over to get her hair done. My ex-husband and his friends was in the front room and everything. And my sister, she the healthiest person I know. Shit. And she said, Renee, I'm not feeling good. I said, well, Karen, she was like, well, we is doing a fast and stuff like that or whatever. So I'm like, well, did you eat? She said, yeah, I ate, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm just doing her hair, and she's sitting in the chair, we talking. She said, oh, Renee, I feel hot. I got to stand up. I said, okay, stand up. I said, Karen, you want to open up the window? So I opened up the window. I said, it is kind of hot in here. So I opened up the window so you could get some air. She's like, I don't know. I just don't feel right. I said, I'm in the spirit. Like, God, what's going on? She sat in the chair. I'm doing her hair. And she, I'm just a talking. And the next thing I know, I feel water, like something dripping by my feet. So I look. So what the fuck is this wet by my feet? My sister had passed out. And she was losing bodily fluids. She was pissing on herself. My sister's 6'2". She was sitting in a bar stool chair while I'm doing her hair. Her body became limp like a fish. I called my ex-husband's friends. I said, y'all come help me. You know what I'm saying? Because she's falling and I can't catch her big body. So I'm like, help me, y'all. Later, to lay her flat on the floor. She was out. She was gone. Her body was stiff. Instantly, I said, Satan, not her. I laid my hand upon her stomach. I began to pray in tongues. Not her, not this one, and not today. My sister was laid out. By this time, my ex-husband and his friends were standing there. I told my ex-husband, I'm like, run next door and get Don. That's my brother. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I did. I was in shock, but I knew to pray. My daughter at the time, Sydney, she came in. She laid her hand on top of my hand, and we both started praying for my sister. Like about 4 minutes later, my sister, she got up. By this time, the ambulance here and everything. She said, Renee, how I get down here on the floor? I said, Karen, I can't tell you. Because now I'm all the way in the spirit realm. Because I don't know what the fuck going on. But I know Satan not about to take my motherfucking sister. I knew that. I don't know what the fuck else was going on. But that day, you know what I'm saying? So, she goes to the hospital. I said, Karen, I can't tell you what happened. I got to let God tell you. So we get to the hospital. My sister, like I said, she the healthiest person I know. You know what I'm saying? The doctor's running tests, doing all type of shit or whatever, and coming back, she positive, she joking with the doctors and everything. But I'm in the spirit realm because we're in this hospital now, and I gotta cover her because all the fuck I keep hearing in the hospital, cold red, cold blue, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on out there, but let me cover and shield this room. Same pastor, come up there, her pastor, come up there, you know what I'm saying, check on my sister, whatever. I'm in the spirit realm, y'all. That's what I be telling people. That's where I dwell. That's my place, my happy place, my kingdom. I go there, you know what I'm saying? I don't be giving a fuck what's going on the outer most of the time, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm in the spirit realm. I'm not getting what the fuck is going on because I'm just covering my sister, and this shit is just blowing my mind at what happened or whatever because I really can't believe it. I'm in disbelief my damn self. I said, Karen, she said, well, I'm going to go out of town and everything because I'm, you know, feeling good and everything. She had church functions and stuff to go to. So I said, well, Karen, God said he going to reveal it to you what happened to you. I can't. Two apostles, a friend of mine's, Apostle Carl, Apostle Angela. I didn't call neither. I think I called Apostle Angela. I called Apostle Angela a couple days later on some unrelated stuff. And then I called Apostle Carl that next day. And I told him what had happened. He said, well, Renee, I just want to explain to you, like, you know, first of all, that pastor didn't come there for you. You know what I'm saying? See, this is the part where I get kind of nervous because I don't, you know, I'm telling this story, y'all. I'm telling it how it happened. I'm not in control of what happened. I'm not in control of what nobody said. I'm telling y'all what happened and what was said. So now, he said, no, she didn't come there for you, blah, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying? In the spiritual realm, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? You resurrected somebody from the dead. You have just crossed into your apostleship. I don't do titles and all of that. So, you know, he wanted to ordain me. I was like, no, God said no 501c3, blah, blah, blah. This was like still coming out of religion. Still in religion, but coming out of it. So, I talked to Apostle Angela, and in the midst of her praying for me, prayer warrior, baby, it was revealed to her. And she said, well, no, baby, you know what I'm saying? She came to see you, you know what I'm saying? And since the heavens had declared your name, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what people don't understand. When you walking in them titles, you're not about to say you apostle such and such, and you don't have no proof. You supposed to have some shit. Did you bring somebody from the dead? Did you, you know, it's shit you supposed to have done with witnesses to be able to walk in them titles. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to do what God sent me here to do. I don't give a damn about no titles. I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm just trying to do, you know what I'm saying, what I'm sent here to do. And once again, I'm tying all of this back up because it's somebody in the family sitting right now like, I don't care about fighting against my brother, fighting against myself. I just want to do what the Lord want me to do. Or I just want to, you know, be happy. Or I just want to love on my family. And here you have the very same ones that you're doing it for them, the ones that want that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that happened to my sister. She went out of town. She called me. She said, Renee, I died. I said, tear rolled down my eyes. I couldn't bring myself to say it. You know what I'm saying? I still, me and her, when we talk about it, I still feel funny because I can't believe that, you know what I'm saying? That was the second time. I have triplets. They were like 8 months. You know what I'm saying? The first time, the triplets, they was on the bed, you know, playing. I'm reading my Bible. You know, the one triplet, she'll go to the edge of the bed. I drag her back. Spirit kept saying, watch her, Renee. She'll go to crawl to the edge of the bed. I drag her back. This last time, when she fell out the bed, she fell backwards. And me knowing I had a high bed at the time, I'm like, she didn't fall backwards. When she falls, she either gonna fall on her head or she gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? I instantly, flesh-wise, panicked. My higher self kicked in. When I picked her up, Jasmine's eyes was dark gray. All of her eyes. She was stiff. Once again, witnesses. Anthony, Shantia, my oldest kids, they would tell you. We all start hollering. I said, no, God. I started praying. No, God, you said 3 of them. You gave me 3 at one time. It got to be 3. You said 3. You said 3. I don't even know if I even quoted a Bible scripture or whatever, but all I knew is my baby was in my arms with gray eyes and her body was stiff. I never could bring myself to tell it. Apostle, what's her name? Apostle... I ain't want to bring up names, no way. I shouldn't have been, but Apostle, she said, you done brought somebody back from the dead and you don't like to speak about it because it scares you. I started crying because I don't even like to speak about it now. You know what I'm saying? Because it scares me. With all the shit that I've ever seen in my life, that type of shit scares me still. It's not a, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a, like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? That was the first time. Second time, my sister. She called me. She said, Renee, yep, God revealed to me that I died. And he revealed it to me because I was telling my testimony to somebody else. And I'm just a talking or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, because when I had died, she said, and that's when it hit me. Like, you had died. I knew because I studied medical. You know what I'm saying? When her body started passing the fluids and shit, you know, that kind of gave it away. So, now that happened. I say all of this to say, with saving my brother's life, my sister's life, I stand with the ancestors. I stand in the ethers. Because nobody fleshly will stand with me. This is what happened to you. If you are the chosen, this will happen to you. Every rug of safety that I ever planted my feet on was snatched the fuck from up under me. Because God said, no, I'm going to make you stand. You ain't going to stand and say, oh, Jesus saved me. Nope, you going to save yourself. Ain't going to be that. You know what I'm saying? That takes hell of a courage. That takes hell of a strength to be able to stand alone. With nobody. How you doing? With nobody. It's a lonely road. Yes, it is. But that's because of your purpose. That's because of your purpose. My name has been defamed. My name has been dragged through the mud. The court systems, when I was fighting to get my kids back or whatever, my kid's father, because he had money or whatever, he painted that motherfucking Picasso picture like I was something horrible. You know what I'm saying? And when you have money, you can pay other motherfuckers to add a line or two to make you look horrible. He's receiving his karma. That disrespect was public. He kept my kids from me. He brought it in the courtroom. It was public. Guess what God did? Plastered his shit on the Fox 2 News. He's been caught for fraud. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. I don't speak shit on nobody. All this time, like I say, I still text him Happy Father's Day. I still thank him for being a father to our kids. I still tell my kids that no matter what the fuck he did to me, that's still your father. You know what I'm saying? My son would tell you this. But he's receiving his karma. 15 years later, what is it? Wait a minute. What? 7 years later? 7? Completion number. 2014. So I say this to say, you're not crazy when people do shit to you and defame your name, lie on you. You're not crazy when God tell you don't say nothing. You're not crazy. You chosen. You chosen. If you're the one in your family that's always trying to keep the peace, bring people together, do all that type of shit, you chosen. In spite of all of that, they still dog you. They still lie on you. You're chosen. I used to cry. You know how fucking lonely it's been? I'm the 5th child of 6. The discord within our family, because each one of us, you know what I'm saying, my mother didn't understand her assignment fully, and she birthed some powerful motherfuckers, boy, through that womb. Yes, she did. And she didn't understand, you know what I'm saying, the weight of that. And so, you know, it became survival mode, because we all were vying and surviving and trying to get her attention, you know what I'm saying? And that's where the competition came in. But if you've always been a one, the black sheep, that no matter how good you been to motherfuckers, they won't reciprocate. You are the chosen. You are chosen. Point blank, period. Like I said, I'm not telling this story, you know, to defame nobody or nothing. I'm telling my story. This is the shit that happened to me. And these people just happen to be a part of that story. But I'm healing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling this story because I know this will help somebody. This will help a lot of people. I get that all the time. How did you know that it was you? I didn't know. I used to cry all the fucking time. I look at my brother's wedding picture. I'm not in it. Not a picture. The day that we were all to leave to Chicago, I lost $900. My car got broken into. I just moved into the house. I couldn't make it to his wedding. And I always cry and say, God, why I never... The fish fry. That ultimately ended up me saving his life. I wasn't there. All the major shit, I never was there. And I said, God, I never fit in. I never fit in. He said, because you was meant to stand out. When I first began to walk and read my Bible and stuff, I was like 25. I really, you know, everything I do, I put my whole heart in it. I quickly resonated with David. David didn't know that he was king. You know what I'm saying? It took Samuel to have to come and say, you know, point out, if it wasn't Samuel, spiritual eye said, no, it ain't none of them. You ain't got another son? You see what I'm saying? Don't think for a motherfucking minute them other brothers and sons was mad as fuck that he was the one that got chosen. Because if you could recall from the other story in the Bible with Joseph, people will want you to continue to sweep your testimony up under the motherfucking rug just so you won't step into your light to be who you are. They don't want to say this happened because then they don't listen. Oh, damn, this is the part I played in it. And as long as a person don't want to face what the fuck they've done, their part, their role, it'll always be in the shadows. I ain't in the shadows no more. I'm in the light, y'all. I done stepped in the motherfucking light. I don't have nothing to hide. When they took my grandson, I didn't worry. God said, they calling you money hungry. You taking Shantia and them check. You doing this, you doing that. I said, but God, you know I ain't doing it. He said, I know you ain't. But this is how you show that. A money hungry person won't let go of provision. I let it go. Because guess what? Just like my sister sat back, she followed the same exact motherfucking plan my baby daddy did. I'm going to discredit this bitch. I'm going to make her look like she a bad person, and I'm going to get Daniel, and then I'm going to get what's hers. Now, the spiritual side of that is, we came into this planet, this plane, this dimension, to do certain things, some of us. Some of us have no giving a fucks about overturning generational curses, healing the family bloodline. No, they don't give a fuck about that. Some people come strictly just to destroy and fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, What was entrusted to me by the divine. My grandson, his birthday is 8/8/11. Gifted child. He was entrusted to me. He was my number 9. I have 8 children. My daughter gave birth to him. Ever since he came out her womb, he was my child. My daughter's developmentally delayed. When you take something that's not entrusted to you, that was given to you by the divine, there's repercussions. I have to fight off his daddy's side of the family, because they wondering like, where the fuck is Daniel? You know what I'm saying? Why we ain't seen? We want to see. You see what I'm saying? But see, when people plot and do shit, they don't fully see the bigger picture. So Spirit say, sit back, Renee. You overwhelmed anyways. You know what I'm saying? You need a break. Same thing with my kids. But the difference was with my kids, when I was told, I'm like, oh, no, fuck that. That got to be the devil. You know what I'm saying? So this is why, after getting my ass tore out the frame, losing all my money, this and that or whatever, trying to fight up against something I had no idea what the fuck I was fighting up against, that's when God gave me Job 41. I want you to remember this battle. And I don't want you to try this shit no more. Because certain things is left for the divine. It's written in the Bible. This battle not yours. I'm using you, Renee, but this battle not yours. The same shit Job kept trying to tell his friends. Like, y'all, come on now. No, you didn't pay this, or you should have been giving more to your work. He like, y'all don't know God. Y'all don't know the God I serve, because even if I did all of that shit, he's a forgiving God. He done forgave me, you know what I'm saying? So that ain't it. I ain't lose all my shit and my meat falling off my bones and all of this or whatever. I'm going through all of this just because so God. No, it's something else. This is what Job, the book of Job, read it. Y'all Bible thumpers, y'all say y'all read. Job kept trying to tell him. But Job did have a little pride to think that he can, you know what I'm saying, even stand to God and ask God, so what the fuck, was you there when I made you or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this to say that since she followed the same path that he did, God has given her an opportunity to, he gave him an opportunity. You know how many times I would plead with him, like, you know, hey, don't do this, just tell a kid, whatever, just tell the truth, blah, 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 whatever. Nope. God say, you know, don't worry about that shit. That battle's not yours, Renee. Keep your hands clean. You know what I'm saying? Why is you going through this? Are you getting the lessons? Are you know what I'm saying? You're becoming better or bitter? All of this. This is why I could not hold a grudge against him, because no matter what, this was planned for me. You know what I'm saying? This was planned for me to live out this, to walk this shit out with grace and humility, and don't fight. See, they want you to fight, because then you forfeit what the fuck you got, bringing your energy and your vibration down to their level. When you don't do shit, you stay high vibing. This is when your enemies will get mad. I'm trying to tell y'all how to resonate with this shit. Your enemies will get mad when you do not step off your fucking throne to address their bullshit. I didn't. Don't get me wrong, side note, I felt like a bitch. God, why I can't fight them? Why I can't? You know what I'm saying? I went over, my daughter was living with them, because, you know what I'm saying, my daughter, she goes through her things or whatever, and I have to let her live too. I'm not her dictator. I'm her mother. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep her from her testimony. So she was living over there, and this lady's boyfriend, fiance, I don't know what the fuck he is, was hitting on my daughter. My daughter 9 months pregnant. I said, I'm coming to get you. I gets there. My daughter put her clothes in the car. She accidentally left her phone. She hurry up and shuts the door and don't want to give my daughter the phone. I called police. I said, you know what? I just coming to pick my daughter up. I don't want no trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not confrontational. Like I said, my family, them some scrapping motherfuckers. I'm not that. I've never been. I've never been. Call me a bitch, pussy, whatever you want to call me, but that's not me. So, next thing I know, I call the police. I just want my daughter just want her phone, this and that. She didn't call 6 motherfucking cars of family members on me. They pull up, popping their motherfucking trunk. She didn't told them that I done stole all the baby clothes. That they threw my daughter a baby shower. Now, mind you, I just bought $300 worth of baby clothes for my daughter, and then $300 worth of baby clothes for my daughter-in-law and my son. Both of them. That's why I got 2 granddaughters. You know, like 2 weeks apart, or a week apart, or whatever. Cena birthday March 20th. Shauna birthday February 9th. April 9th. I didn't even ask for the motherfucking baby clothes, because everybody know I'm not petty. I said, my daughter just want her phone. She just bought that phone. Sean, her boyfriend or whatever, he didn't buy that phone. Shantia bought that phone. She didn't want to get a phone. She called all these motherfucking family members. They pull up, popping trunks, this and that. Mind y'all, I have witnesses that will tell y'all that I ain't lying, because I don't have to lie. The fuck God looking at me? Fuck, I'm a lie for and then be held accountable for. I don't do that for nobody. Shit. They popping trunks and shit. I said, I don't give a fuck what they doing. As long as they don't touch me, as long as they don't touch my car. Nephew say, Auntie, I don't feel safe. Let's go around the corner. I listened to nephew. We went around the corner. We came back. We felt safe. I said, I just want to wait till the police get here so that I can, I just want to wait till the police can get here so that I can get my daughter phone. So in the midst of that shit, police say, I called them back. I said, well, they got all these motherfuckers out here, blah, blah, blah. I'm just calling to let y'all know or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't call all these people, blah, blah, blah. My younger sister called me. She said, Renee, get back. That's bold as fuck that you would take some baby clothes. I'm like, Regina, I don't have no baby clothes in this motherfucking car. Regina's daughter's pulled up. One of her daughter. That's family with the motherfuckers too. I said, Cayenne, look back there so you can tell the motherfuckers that I don't have no baby clothes. Cayenne looks in the back seat. She don't have no baby clothes. All she got is the baby bed that I gave her, and she can have that. Now, they know I don't have no motherfucking baby clothes, but she done told all these family members that I got baby clothes and all this type of shit or whatever, so they coming over, popping their trunks. You know what I'm saying? My sister, I don't give a fuck about them. Yes, I'm going back to the chosen. My sister called, she say, I knew you was a petty bitch. That's why you got your kids taken. I'm not bullshit. I have witnesses to tell y'all that I'm not lying. I said, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because that's some shit you been wanting to say. That don't got nothing to do with Pat and my daughter and, you know what I'm saying, this phone or these baby clothes. They ain't got shit to do with that. But first of all, I never got my kids taken. When we went to court, I signed my kids over to their dad to take care of them because I was overwhelmed taking care of 8 motherfucking kids by myself for 10 years and full-time ministry. Yes, I did. Now, my kids was never taken from me. I signed them over. Your turn. Till I get back on my feet. The house was foreclosure, whatever. The bank wouldn't let me buy it. Okay, you take the kids for a minute. This sneaky motherfucker playing all along. Yeah. As soon as I signed that motherfucking paper, he lost his mind. So, but I'm grateful for him because he taught me authority. He taught me how to stand in authority. You know what I'm saying? See, this is why people, when they do shit to you and you can sit with God and you can get the lessons and you can ascend from that shit, they get madder. Because they was thinking, oh, when I do this shit to her, she going to be depressed. She going to be this. She going to be that. No. And don't get me wrong. I did go through depression. I cried because my sister said that shit to me. Yes, I did. I'm not lying. That's some hurtful shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Wiped my motherfucking tears and said, okay, Spirit, what I'm supposed to do with this? How do I sit with this? Because I'm not going to let this shit destroy me neither. You know what I'm saying? And that's when Spirit revealed to me, you're going to have to let this go, Renee. Pride and ego say, nah, get them motherfuckers back. You gotta do this, you gotta, nope. My higher self said, do nothing. Humble yourself. This battle is not yours. It belongs to the Lord. Now, it's in the Bible. When King David left the Ark of the Covenant at Obed-Edom's house, that was some shit that wasn't even supposed to be there. You see what I'm saying? Knock down the other gods and destruction, and Obed-Edom was getting prospered because it's the Ark of the Covenant. You know what I'm saying? These are archetype stories I'm telling. I'm using the Bible because, you know, a lot of people resonate with it. And I want the 144,000 chosen to understand how to, you know, how to resonate and how to, you know, recognize who the fuck you is. So Spirit say, Renee, they have no idea who they have over there. I said, I know that. I said, what am I supposed to do? Spirit kept saying, do nothing. The battle is not yours. When people take shit from you that do not belong to them, that was not entrusted to them by the divine will take care of it. Him keeping five of my kids away from me. And all what he's done because of that. Turning my daughters against me. So the triplets don't even want to talk to me. Y'all know I had many crying nights about that shit. I can't let it destroy me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got Anthony, Shantia, Sydney. I still got them to show up for. It's not to say I don't love them. I respect their decision. Even though it was manipulated, you know what I'm saying, and controlled by their dad. I texted my daughter, I said, baby, I apologize if y'all ever felt abandoned, you know, any of my decisions, because I'm not above apology. You know what I'm saying? At the time, as parents, you make certain motherfucking decisions at that time that you feel like was right. You grow. If it was not right or whatever, time will reveal it, and then you can, you know, rectify it. So she said, well, Mama, I never felt like that. I was mad that one time that we really didn't want to live with Daddy and wanted to come back with you and you didn't show up. But other than that, no, I never felt that. She didn't know that day he in front of them saying, this is how motherfucker do. Yeah, if you want them, and you love your kids so much and you think I took them from you, come out here and get them then. I said, okay, motherfucker, I'm on my way out there. Car beat up and everything, but I don't give a fuck. I was on my way out there. He'll hang up. Now, he said this in front of them. Hang up the phone and then text me. If you come out here, I'm calling the police and I have a right to shoot you if you on my property and all this type of shit. Now, I ain't got no insurance, y'all. My car was just barely running. You know what I'm saying? All this type of shit going through my mind. But I'm still in my mind trying to find a motherfucking way to get out there to my daughters. Couldn't get out there. What do? Use that situation. See? She don't give a fuck about y'all. I told y'all she wasn't coming. This and that. How do I know this? Because my son was there. My son is with me now. You see what I'm saying? I knew this anyways. You know what I'm saying? Just from Spirit revealing this to me. So, followed the same motherfucking pursuit. I would think. See, this is the part that's tricky. This is where I really want to hone in on. Because if not spoken about, this is where the chosen will lose their motherfucking mind. Because when you don't have nobody standing with you, and then everybody flocking together, and now then you start to think like, well, damn, am I wrong? Or and then you'll start to falter and go back on, you know, what God told you to stand in. And, oh, well, I must be wrong because they all flocking together. Or you will lose your motherfucking mind because God told you to shut up and don't say nothing. And you really thinking like, damn, is this God? Or is this me? Or is I'm scared? Or is... Yes. That's the motherfucking mental torment. That's what landed me in the motherfucking mental hospital. Oh, baby, this book. Yeah. because it's a torment. Was I wrong? Was I right? I text my daughter. I said, baby, I feel like, I'm hardest on myself. I said, I never want y'all to feel abandoned, even though that was never my idea, even though your daddy lied and all that type of shit. That still does not clear the abandonment feeling. I know this. I got a fucking degree. I don't never want to leave no motherfucking stone unturned to where my kids, my lineage, will not be healed for my dumb shit. I can tell you where I'm dumb the fuck at, where I fucked up. I'm not above it. Well, she said, Mama, I don't even know how to answer that because you ain't never made me feel like that. But just in case, you might not even feel like it now. Shit might pop up when you 20. You can think back like, well, damn, she did say, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not above apology to my kids, to nobody. But yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. I just regurgitate. And I hate that this is my story, but I'm not going to say I hate that this is my story because I lived it. I've overcame it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling this story because I don't want the next person, if my testimony, like the lady asked me, how did you know? This is how I knew. You can be in your family the gifted motherfucking one. Save their life and all of that shit. And they still won't stand with you. Just cause it's you. But it's not to deter you from being you. It's to make them feeble knees strong. Like I said, I done been through some hurt. Cried. Shared with my friend. My best friend. My molestation. What I got back? I don't know, Renee. It's just something about you that you deserve what you ask for what you get. You deserve what you get. Who the fuck at 6 deserve to be molested? Who? How the fuck was I asking for it? How? That shit devastated me. I had to sit with that. I didn't hold it against her. Because, they don't know. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. We'll say. Some of them. How the fuck? I can give you compassion as to your story and what happened to you. But that's what you got to give me back. That's why I don't have friends. Motherfucker call me weird. Every person that I ever trusted let my guard down with. That's what I got. I said, God, what the fuck is wrong with me? Am I dumb or something? That's what she was saying. Like, I get that now. No, you just got a good heart. And baby, when people see that motherfucking good heart, they think, oh, dog it. It's a few people that I can count on my hands that I can actually say that I've told my story to. And I know without a shadow of a motherfucking doubt, they have compassion. They have empathy. I want to say 4. Out of all the people that I know, minister to and everything. This is how you know you're chosen. When you can sit around certain people that know that this motherfucker did you wrong, and yet they'll still go and be with that motherfucker that did you wrong, you chosen. You chosen. It's the principle. I'm talking about motherfuckers' lives I have saved. Still won't. And y'all, this is not about I need somebody to have my back. Elijah said it. It's more of them. It's more of us than it is of them. I had to come to know this. Chosen. I don't got nobody. Naked I came in this bitch. Naked I'm going back out. You can stand. in the midst of the shit and come out victorious. You could tell your story. Fuck who feathers get ruffled. This is for the chosen. You ain't got to lose your mind thinking, oh my God, am I crazy? Why I ain't standing up? Why is a time and a place for everything? It's a time and a season. I wanted to fight in my season that I was supposed to learn. And God let me. I'm going to let you throw them little punches and show you that this shit ain't going to work. And he did. And it didn't. I didn't win my kids back or shit. More and more losing my motherfucking mind. That's what it did. But it was purpose. Each step taking me to my divinity. Cleaning my kingdom. Preparing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to get that shit up off my chest because Spirit said you can't even step into the light and become all that you are for fear of your story being told that would fuck somebody else's story up. I posted a post, because I'm going to tell you, I sat under the moon last night and this shit was being revealed to me. Oh God, what am I being, what's holding me back? What's the blockage? Why I ain't, and it was revealed. You got to be who you is. You got to tell your story. You got to tell your truth. You cannot muffle what the fuck you been through because it might make somebody else look bad, feel bad. Hey, the post that I posted earlier said, if motherfuckers, when you tell your story and people start acting funny because the part of the story you told involved them and make them look some type of way, if they don't want to come rectify that with you, fuck them. Simple. A wise old owl told me that. Her name was Mary J. Floyd. Before she died, she said, Renee, don't let motherfuckers make a fool out of you. Even your kids, like I did. Those were her last words to me. Not the last, because when I kissed her and she said, I know, Renee. I know. But yeah, I told I'm telling this testimony because it needs to be told. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, I look at people and I be wanting to be friends and people will invite me out to places, stuff like that, but I'm so closed off. I want to come out and play. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I had to get my emotions in order. I had to, you know what I'm saying, get my spirit clean. I had to, you know, get to renew the right spirit within me, Lord. Give me a clean heart. And I just got tired of telling that story from a victimization pinpoint. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a victim. I'm chosen. I'm chosen. The Bible said they hated me without a cause. They gathered together against me. This is shit I've been posting for the last couple of days because, you know, I've been bleeding it out. I know motherfuckers look on my page like, oh my God, I wish she... I hear motherfuckers' thoughts. I do have gifts. Oh, I wish she healed already. I wish she... I'm so this... You know what I'm saying? You can't heal in the same motherfucking environment around the same motherfuckers that you got sick in. It's simple. If a motherfucker don't want to rectify the situation with you, they don't need to be even have access to your greatness. Watch the people around you that when you start telling your testimony, they feel some type of way. Why? It's my story. Watch the people when you tell your testimony instead of them saying, you know what, damn, I ain't know you felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Which they do. They do. Because they the ones out here spreading lies and gossip about your motherfucking name, proclaiming to everybody, oh, I know her. Oh, you know me? Then you should have, you knew what the fuck you was doing to me then. But I still say, oh, forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they do. And he like, yes, the fuck they do. I'm about to show you that they did know. But when you tell your story, tell it with grace. Tell it with victory. I cried after telling my nephew shit that had happened to me because I didn't tell it with the strength and the power and the authority I knew I had. I was telling it from a victim's mindset. I'm not a victim. I'm chosen. When they got ready to crucify Jesus, they said, pick. We can only do one today. We only gonna kill one. We only gonna crucify one of them. Pick which one, Barabbas or Jesus. Chosen. When the motherfuckers when they decide to stand for Barabbas instead of Jesus, that's how you know you chosen. They want to get rid of your ass, because to get rid of you would be so easier for them to admit that you are who you say you are. That's what the fuck it's about. And then step 2, because if they admit that you are the chosen, then they gotta admit who the fuck they is. And they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. That's what they don't want to do. They don't want to say, oh, I played that part, and you know what I'm saying? How you gonna say you a woman of God, but you siding with Barabbas? I ain't got no heaven or no hell to put nobody in. And once again, I'm not judging, but I'm gonna tell my motherfucking story. I didn't need nobody to stand with me. It just opened my eyes. It just opened my eyes, just like Jesus. You can resurrect the motherfucker. They would not choose you. You can save their life. They will not choose you. They not stand with you. Peter denied Jesus 3 times before the cock crowed. This is why I'm secluded. I'm in hermit mode. Because I know the very people. I didn't watch them say, Hosanna, Hosanna. I didn't watch them say, oh, Renee got the glory of the Lord all upon her. Oh, she got the word of God in her belly. Oh, prophetess, to speak the truth. Until it's the truth that they don't want to hear or accept. And then I'm the devil. I'm a witch. Oh, she like candles. Yes, I do. You light them at the church. People light candles at the church all the time. I burn sage. What you think that priest swinging up in that? But just to discredit me, so that when the fuck I look in the mirror, I won't know who I am. Didn't work. I'm chosen. I'm chosen. I give my testimony to let others know that don't ever be afraid to speak your truth. And all this fucking time, I'm telling my daughter her job, you better tell them this and that. You better stand on who you know. And Holy Spirit tapping me on my shoulder like, you hear that? My ass out, y'all. I don't mind it being out. I don't mind coming before y'all naked. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. But I'm not what the fuck they say I am. Who they made me out to be. I'm not. And the ones that know it, the ones that know me, they'll tell it. And if not, it's gonna be revealed. It's going to be revealed. All the shit that they did. My sister called me the other day. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. Yeah. That's what happens when you take some shit that don't belong to you. You will be overwhelmed. Yeah, that's what happens. Big flat and came up in here. Yeah, you will be overwhelmed. But it's just her in the spiritual realm. She's feeling the pressure of the ancestors and the spirit unctioning her to tell the truth, to set herself free from what she entangled herself into. She did this. They'll get mad at you because they'll sit and plot I'm talking to the chosen. They'll sit and plot against you, discredit you, and make everybody look at you different, think you this way and that way. Then when God step in on your behalf, they would still try to save face and say, see, I'm trying. That was her word. I'm trying to get her back to her. See, I ain't gonna try no more. No, you know what you need to do to get me back my grandson. You don't want to do that, because you expose the motherfuckers around her that sat back and knew that you lied on me. You lied and you made up all of this motherfucking story to get what the fuck was mine, to get my grandson. You know what I'm saying? They know it. Oh, I'm just sit back and not know. The same motherfucker said that same thing when that furnace opened and them 3 Hebrew boys wasn't burnt. Them motherfuckers fell in and got burnt. The ones that was standing around too. Because you can't say you don't know. Especially when you walking in the position telling everybody you know. See why they hate me? I'm exposing motherfuckers. Not just they, you know what I'm saying, their spirit, their character, their integrity. Just by standing and not saying a motherfucker. Y'all seen the memes and shit post all on Facebook. Well, I said a lot of people about not even telling my side of the story. Yeah, but I was killing myself too. No, I gotta get this shit up and out. As I started listening to my 432 hertz music and it started I started crying. That's all I kept hearing. Like, it gotta come up and out, up and out. I know who I am. I'm chosen. I'm chosen. I burned bridges on purpose. Because the people in my life that has sat back and watched, people around me have more compassion over dumb shit that they see of another motherfucker. I ain't never got no type of empathy, no type of compassion. No, oh girl. What I got judged harshly. It's like, Joe, that's happening to her because he keeping her kids away from her because nobody had the spiritual eye around me to see and say, damn. But you say you can see. But you say, you know. See, this is the shit that has come before the Almighty. God used you to show the other people. What did he do with Jesus? He used Jesus to show the hearts of all the people. Y'all will go to the motherfucking extremities to crucify this man. Just not to say this motherfucker was who he said he was. You know what I'm saying? He did what he said he did. You know what I'm saying? And it's a story. You know, people don't even believe in the Bible, Jesus existed. You know, whatever, what have you. I'm using it as an example because a lot of people in my family, this is what they resonate with. But you read your Bible and you can't even see when it's being played out in your life. I ain't asked nobody to choose and stand with me. It was God the whole time. And he wasn't saying stand with her. He was saying, like, I'm going to see what you going to do. She really don't need no motherfucker by standing with. Look at her. The strength she possessed by herself. It wasn't about that. It ain't never about me. He said, but Renee, I'm going to use you. Watch this. And now they mad at me. Because God seen him. Well, that's what the fuck happened when you stand next to somebody with the light. Your shit gonna show too. So to the chosen now, they'll try to discredit who you are. So when that light shining and get to shining on they shit, you know, exposing them too. Oh, but she the crazy one. She the this. She the one left the church. She the one, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still standing, receiving all the blessings and all the goodness that he got for me. Somebody lying. She can't possibly be who y'all say she is if she's still standing with grace and integrity. So, to the 144,000, to the chosen, stand No, you not crazy when God tell you to stand down and the battle is yours. Yes, it's a tumultuous road and it seems like forever. Do not concentrate on the karma that the people who done you wrong will ensure, because it will come back on you. Do not. You know what I'm saying? You wish them well. You pray for them. You get your lessons. You understand. But most importantly, understand who you are. Those battles, those trials is to show you who you are. I had an archetype in David to be able to say, like, damn, a lot of my life is, you know what I'm saying? So, but the trials I related to, so now I can relate to the victory. You know what I'm saying? The lessons. Oh, okay. David didn't address certain shit with his sons. It came back on him. Had to check the shit out of Josh. He did some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. He only 17. About let him trip his ass up, just like David had to let Absalom, you know. I might have got that name wrong, but oh well. Yeah. Praise be to God that my son was able to get his shit together. Oh, we fall. He got back up. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no anger, animosity. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. But nah. It's a new day, y'all. A different vibration. And like I said, I just wanted to tell my story because I want the chosen to know, like, you're going to go through this shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through a lot of shit. But just know that in going through that shit, you overturning demonic kingdoms. You standing head to head with the spirit Leviathan. You know what I'm saying? You standing against some shit that only your humble and humility can bring down. Story of Esther. You have motherfuckers around you plotting your death. But you fast and you humble yourself. And you go before the Almighty. You go before the ancestors. And you plead your case. And you say, search my heart, Lord. And when the Lord search your heart and show you get you together. You gotta worry about no motherfucking body else. But you get you together. So that you can continue to stand in who he called you to be. If that's indeed who you believe you are. So, I just wanted to get this shit up off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been through a lot of shit by the hands of the people that I loved and trusted the most. And I'm in hermit mode. I stay to myself. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't come out. I don't go around. When I do, it's highs and buys, smiles. You know what I'm saying? I still show up as my authentic self. Because one thing God taught me that no matter what another person chooses, how they choose to stand, you still have to respect it. Regardless if it brought you hurt, it brought you pain, or whatever. You have to respect it. You have to get your motherfucking lesson. And you get going about your business. You set that boundary, bam, bam. And you just going about your business. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't give up hope. You know what I'm saying? Know who you are and stand in who you are. You know what I'm saying? These trials come to strengthen us. And they come to show us our identity. No more identity crisis. This is who God is saying. If you fall, there's been plenty of times that I fell on the offense of the wrong. You know what the fuck I did? I made that shit right. I didn't like that. Ooh, I fucked up. I tell my testimony, y'all. To release myself. One, for the curses of my family, the jealousy, the pride, all of that. I released. This is what Spirit said. This is what you will have to do, Renee, to release yourself from that bondage. You are being held bound by your silence. So I'm about to tell this shit. No more. No more. I came to heal. And if you don't want to heal, say the fuck from me. Simple. You ain't gotta like me. That's fine. But You are the chosen. I know a girl now. I'm not going to even say her name. Her sisters fucking hate her. And she's a Leo. Her sisters hate her. Every fucking chance they get, they try to do some slick shit to her behind her back. And she just keep being blessed. And the more she get blessed, the more they hate her. The more they keep trying. Nothing the fuck never dawned on them to say, you know what, maybe we should just leave her the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Because she just, nah. They don't stop. She's a good person. She got a good heart. She not perfect. I'm not saying that. But she's chosen. She's chosen. She's like a niece to me. And I'm looking at her life and I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Just the shit that they doing to her. I pray for her. You know what I'm saying? I kick it with her, you know what I'm saying, and let her know she knows she chosen. You know what I'm saying? But it hurts. People don't understand the shit that when they do, it hurts. They never stop. Let me correct myself, because Spirit is saying no, they do know. They want to act like they don't know. And then they don't want you to say shit so that they can continue to abuse you. In any form of fashion. In any form of fashion. They'll do it. They'll do that shit. So, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that I know I'm chosen. You know what I'm saying? Nothing the fuck that I've said is a lie. Like I said, I have witnesses. People that'll tell you the shit that I'm saying is true. The motherfucker who gonna try to post a comment or something or try to go against what I'm saying to make it better, those the ones that we need to pray for. Because they don't want to heal. They don't want to examine and say, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? Nah. They would still paint that motherfucking picture like you the wrong one. Or you the crazy one. Or, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Stand in who you know you to be. Know thyself. All them trials and all them tribulations and the shit you going through is only to show you who you are. I was then like Job, cursing God because I was strong. Now you a daughter of Ra. The fuck you supposed? That's what you're supposed to be. Well, it got to be the strong one. Well, it's got to be the... Because you're the chosen. I love y'all. Peace, light, and love.